Alright, so once again, Yamokwa Beam Emerald Sports Link Ghana. So coach Christopher Nimley, wedding komo Eddie Afa Kudus moment, the transfer to Tottenham no, one also ets me Eddie komo, and the competitions are what do a Starboy, Ebe Facey, or Tottenham no, coach Eddie Hon komo, Yababiti and Sama Okaye. Na competitions are what do a Branton Ebe Facey, and a Quenya Thomas Frank, Ebe Faso, not one Modi Kudus Mohammed no, Ninja, coach Christopher Nimley. Wedi enkomo Eddie Afa hon na wedi enkomo Eddie Afa one advantage a Kudus ewo as far as Thomas Frank manage Tottenham no ene ensimebri na coach Christopher Nimley kaye Edefa abroad star boy Mohammed Kudus hon yebewremo nyawakoti ensema hodo no said the coach kaye na yenso anam so ache ya adwene comment section ho.
Let's speak to Christopher Nimley. He's a coach and pundit, and let's get his thoughts on what this means for Kudus. So maybe we can have a chat about tactically where does Kudus fit into this West Ham. It's a very important question because teams buy players and then they realize, wait a minute, this guy doesn't fit. So we'll have to find out if Kudus will be a good fit at Spurs. Chris, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the Sporty Breakfast.
Thank you, Nathan. It's always a pleasure to have such decent times.
Wonderful. I don't know what you make of the move. So first, I just want your reaction as a fan, a Ghanaian, a football follower. Mo Kudus officially joined Tottenham Hotspur last night. What your thoughts on this move?
Okay, good morning to your very distinguished and discerning listeners. I think yesterday when, obviously as a Ghanaian, I heard the move that Mo Kudus has finally been transferred to Spurs, I was over the moon. I was very, very happy. As a Ghanaian, I was very, very happy. Truth be told, I've always said that I want our players to play for the big teams, to play in the best competitions in the world. I told myself, would I have been very happy if Kudus had joined Tottenham some few years ago? I would have said no. But Tottenham, as we speak today, if you look at what Mr. Levy has done, the sort of investment that has gone into this club, the quality, I think by far they have the best stadium in England as we speak. And the fact that Champions League has been made available to them, he has gone in there to be part of such a family that I believe will give it all in every competition that they will play. Yesterday, even the icing on the cake for Spurs is when I also heard that they had gone to Nottingham Forest and they had triggered Gibbs White's contract and they brought him on board. I said, wow, then these guys really do mean business because these are players who understand the dynamics of the English Premier League. They are not buying from outside, they are buying within. So there isn't the time to go and adjust to the league. That is settled. You walk in there, you listen to your coach, and then you go ahead and perform. So I think every Ghanaian should be happy about this, and let's see how the young man embrace the situation and go and make us all proud.
From a tactical perspective, does Kudus fit Spurs? They've decided to go in a new direction. They've brought in former Brentford manager Thomas Frank. You know, Kudus has joined. Gibbs White will have his medical. They have Champions League football. You know, where does Kudus fit in this team? Because if you look at the personnel, it's not like players have left or anything. James Maddison is still there. Brennan Johnson is still there. Dejan Kulusevski is there. Son Heung-min is still there. So where will Kudus fit in all of this?
Okay, I think that is the most important question that everybody will have to think about, and we all try to provide answers to. But at the end of the day, the answer to where he fits will come from him himself. Now, he's moved into a team, like you rightly just said, where everybody's there. So first and foremost, there will be competition. Now, if you look at the manager, he's a new manager. He's gone into the team. So one advantage that Mo has is the fact that this is the manager's signing. This manager has sanctioned the buying of Mo Kudus. So that is advantage number one. Now, with that at your disposal, you can only hope and you can only wait as at when the opportunity presents itself. You need to remind everybody in that Spurs' dressing room how good a player you are. I've always said that one player whom I've always believed in when it comes to Ghana is Michael Essien. When Michael Essien walked into that Chelsea dressing room, look at the egos there. Look at the establishment there. Look at the quality of the players there. But I listened to Claude Makalele. I listened to Frank Lampard. They said Essien's first training session, they all could look and say, wow, this is the real deal. This guy here is actually going to create problems for us in terms of his position in the team. And when Michael Essien was given his debut, I stand to be corrected, I think Essien's first match was against Arsenal.
I think so.
He came on for a 35 minutes straight. And everybody could see he touched, he let go of it, his movement, his physicality, his strength. He quickly reminded everybody that this is what I am bringing on board. What I have, nobody else have in this team. And therefore, I'm a unique player within the setup. The rest was history. He dominated. He dominated everybody. Now, in the case of Mohammed Kudus, this manager, we all know when he was at Brentford, wherever he's gone, he's a manager that plays in the back three. He's a manager that do a back three, a middle 4 or 5, a front 2 or 1. Now, if Thomas Frank is going to stick to that, then believe you me, there will be serious adjustment and serious competition in the setup for the young man. Is he going to be asked to play as a wing-back? A position that I don't think he can play. A position that, if you look at the Spurs' setup, for their wingers, the only one I believe tactically can do that is Johnson. But if you look at the way Poro, the Spanish boy, the way he plays, he will fit into a right wing back position solid. And then the Italian left back, the one with the Nigerian name,
Udogi, Destiny Udogi, yeah.
Perfectly. He fits as a left wing back perfectly. So then Madison, Kulusevski, Mo Kudus, all of them is coming central. All of them will have to move into a central position. This first team, one position that I believe there's no competition in their striking force. Solanke leads the line. He leads the line because they don't have anybody like him. Then the likes of Richarlison, he will be providing direct competition for Solanke. Now the rest, if you look at Bissouma, Sarr, those are the guys that will be in the middle as well, the defensive block. They will shield the back line, the back three, and they will protect them. So you just look at, if the manager sticks to his system, there's only 2 slots left to meet up. So that 2 slots, Son Heung-min, we all know, is aging now. So that back and forth on the flanks, I'm not sure he will do that again. He's the captain of the team. Then there's Madison. Then, of course, there's Kulusevski. Then there's Mo Kudus. Then there are some few other players that I've not mentioned. So what our star boy will have to know, if he's not listening, people closer to him should tell him. If I get the chance, I will tell him that, look, they've splashed 55 million pounds on you. So that gives you that leverage in being picked by this manager. But what you cannot afford to do is what we saw at West Ham, where when you lose the ball, you are walking. Because under this manager, one thing that is very, very dominant and prominent about him is the fact that in his team, in that Brentford team that we've all come to fall in love with, the Mbuemos, the Wisa, all of them were workaholics.
Yeah.
They defend as a team, they attack as a team. Nobody walks when the team is not in possession of the ball. I have said on countless occasions, that is one aspect of Kudus' game that personally I hate. I don't like, I don't love, I will never like, I will never love. So he needs to stop that. If he can stop that and make himself a complete player, not only the player on the ball, I believe the only player in world football who has earned the right to walk, something I don't prescribe for any player, is Leo Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. We all just watched PSG. We watched PSG humbled Real Madrid 2 days ago because Mbappe would not press, Vinicius would not. They were waiting for the others to press the ball and then unleash them. Mbappe Vinicius, you were directly facing Hakimi, Mendes. When their team had the ball, they will run past you and go and multiply in your half, add numbers to it. How many times did we not see Hakimi went past Mbappe, gave PSG the outlet on the flank, crossing the ball? I think it resulted into goals. When Hakimi went, Mbappe will be looking at him, but he's going. And that was affecting Real Madrid. And they were not playing for themselves. They were not playing for the team. In modern football, Letanqua, if you are that sort of player, a player who only thinks that he should be seen when the ball is with him, personally, I don't advise you to play for any coach. There are defensive and offensive aspects of the game. We defend as a team, we attack as a team. So Mohammed Kudus, if you look at my little tactical disbursement of players within the system that this manager plays, Mohammed Kudus will have to realize without any fear or favor that there's work to be done. I watched the video yesterday where he said, I only wanted Spurs. Play the track. I said, wow, that's the confidence I want to see you go in there. Walk onto that pitch, the new white hat lane, and say, yes, I only wanted Spurs. And play the track and let me dance to it. Meaning you are involved, you are going, you are coming, you are creating, you are tackling, you are hustling, you are getting yourself entangled in the difficult situations. And when there's time to show everybody how good you are a player technically, which has never been and would never be in any form of doubt, you showcase yourself to the world. They have the Champions League to play in. And I can only hope and pray that on nights of the Champions League, when that big night comes in the Champions League, it will remind everybody and the world how good a player he is. So there's a very difficult work to be done tactically. And like I said, unless the manager decides that maybe the players at his disposal, he will change the system. But for me, if it's not broken, you don't fix it. If the back three, the middle four, or the front three, or the back three, the middle five, and the front two is what favors this man. The front one, back three, middle five, is what favors this man. Let him go for it, and let's see how things go.
All right, we wait to see how all of this will play out in the Premier League when it starts in August. Raymond has a question.
Oh, good morning, coach.
Okay, sure. No more good morning. Over to your turn.
No more. What no konya he? Nya he no ko.
Nya he dwade.
I hear dwade.
Nya he dwade no lolo. Coach. When I go to down no ba shi fufu ye dwade I have different sizes. No nya he dwade no lolo. I'm down.
Oh, why?
Nah, again Jim Ratcliffe. I don't get this, man. I really don't understand this Jim Ratcliffe, man. Yesterday I heard Man United have signed a player. I get France youth.
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah. Is this what we want to hear at this moment? But look, having said that, I am still confident that they will do at least 3 or 4 more business in addition to Kenya.
You have high hopes.
Yeah, no. You see, the other day I was saying it, and I believe that is the way it's going to be. If you look at those players that have left and those that have been told to leave.
Yes, so
they have forcefully.
Your nephew Garnacho,
Rashford,
Sancho,
Anthony.
Yeah, but Garnacho and Rashford, at least those two. Garnacho has been asked to come back to train. So
he's training not with the first team. The release said come and train.
Yes,
so he cannot be. You cannot leave him there. Whatever the case, although you don't want him, but his money,
his
good money to the coffers of the team. So you cannot discard him like that.
Okay.
He will leave, but you need to help him go wherever he has to go.
Okay.
That the fundamental things you can do to help him is to at least build his fitness. Don't forget, he's still being paid by the team. So as he's being paid, come and work out. So that when it's time for you, so whoever comes for you, the person is but the man is enjoying. He's not doing any preseason. We are now. There's nothing of the sort. He's been given proper medical training, proper physical training, everything checked. So just come and lift him, pay your money, and take him away. So that I understand. Most people were not happy. I said, no. They are not with the first team. They are not going on tour with the first team.
Well, that is true.
Clearly, if Man U were to do a U-turn, Ruben Amorim is done. Every confidence I have in him would have completely vanished, and it would just be a matter of time, and he gets the sack. He has to hold his ground. This is something that he's the only manager in Manchester in history who's been able to do post Sir Alex Ferguson. He has to hold his ground, and I expect Barada, Wilcox, Blanc, even the man himself, General, and the Glazers in particular, I expect them to back this manager. You don't go and pick somebody's manager in the middle of the season. He said, I didn't want to come. Let me come at the end. You were able to convince him to come. We all saw the outcome. This is the window that you should use to unleash Ruben Amorim to the Premier League. And as we speak, you've only given him one player, Matthias Cunha. So everybody he doesn't want, let the person stay out of the team. Those he wants, get them for him. And like I'm saying, if you look at the fact that Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, Malacia, Garnacho, Lindelof, Evans, Lemter, you've let go of close to, I think, 8 to 9 players who are all first team players. First team players. You can't say you won't replace them.
Okay, so
if you don't replace them, it's simple. You were 15th, you get relegated.
okay.
You were 15th, it will get worse than it was. So that means it's relegation.
Okay.
Look, we've supported this team because we know the standard of the team. I believe Man United in their history have already attained their lowest of lows.
Okay.
This team will be on the up.
So you think that some business will be done, more players will be brought
definitely.
in. Well,
no.
I mean the window closes on the 1st of September. So let's see.
There's a long time. My only worry is that you need the players to come in for preseason.
Yeah, that is true.
The drills, the tactical way of doing things according to Amorim, they will need to perfect the dress rehearsals, the movement off and on the ball, where the ball will be. These are things that as coaches we don't take lightly at all.
Okay.
So you see, we can only hope, but don't worry. I know you and Ray are extremely disturbed, but don't worry.
Ray,
let's calm down. No problem.
No problem. Anyway, Chris, thank you so much.
All right, so Coach Christopher Nimley, and I want to say Odin in Komo El Hono Mestre Obaswa, based on Isema Coach Eka Yano, na Odo Ayunche out to comment section or Eddie Amami kama na Bibia Etimi Aye kama. Kudus Mohammed, here we go.